He's gonna go. He's gonna fight me. He's a big monkey. He thinks he's awesome.
Hey everybody, it's me, Undead Viking. I don't do enough, in my opinion, video blogs. It's one of those things where I always have something I want to say, but it's one of those things where I need to find the time to say it. So I just wanted to take maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes out of your day, if you happen to watch this, just talk about a few things. And this is kind of some emails I've gotten and some things that are of interest to me, and maybe something that you may or may not have noticed about my channel and what I've been doing with it lately. But quickly, there's a game that I did a Kickstarter for, and I know I do a lot of Kickstarter videos, and one of the things I want to address is the fact that I am going to be starting to approach and focus on doing at least one video of a published game for every Kickstarter game that I do. And you as my viewing audience, I owe it to you, for one, because I play tons of games. I do. And I play tons of new games. I just need to find the time to review them. And I'm really trying to do that and what have you. But bear in mind, let me just talk about real quick. There is a game I did a Kickstarter review for, and it actually is very. I mean, all the games I've done Kickstarters for. I mean, if I don't like the game, I wouldn't have done the video. And it's one of those things where I would never tell anybody that you need to back a game if I personally don't enjoy playing it. So, but one of the cool things about the King's Abbey was that I actually, it's been in production for. Geez, I mean, I found out about this over almost a year ago by Randy Rathbard, the guy who designed the game, and they're trying to still get funding. The Kickstarter is close to being done, but this was a game that I actually had a lot of fingers in the pie, if you will. Over, like, I play tested it, and we discussed the strategies of the game and what the game needed, what the game didn't need, what to take out, and the game that I did the video for, and the game that is on that thing is nothing like the game that I saw originally. And so it's kind of like one of those weird things where I've kind of watched it grow. And so if you haven't checked out my video, please do so, and check out the King's Abbey and see if it's something you want to back. And I'll post the link down below, and then you can check that out and if it's something you want to take a look at. A couple other few things just quickly. I have a convention coming up this weekend. It's Con of the North in Minneapolis, St. Paul. If you happen to live in that area, I strongly suggest that you attend that particular convention. I do know the hotel is completely sold out at this point, so if you're from out of town, you're probably going to have to be tricky as far as your lodging. But that convention for the whole weekend, starting Friday at noon until Sunday at like 9 o'clock at night, it is one of the best pure gaming conventions I go to all day long. I actually run the board game room at that particular convention, and I teach games the entire time I'm there. I play games with people. We have a lot of fun, and also I do my in-game play reviews, if you will. I always bring my camera and I post those afterwards. So I'm really looking forward to that. And so if you are in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, I strongly suggest you. They do accept walk-in traffic, and I strongly suggest checking out the my board game room there and come and say hi. I'd really appreciate that if you did that. I recently got kind of a weird bevy of emails about my beard. Now, I've had a beard for, I can't remember the last time I saw my chin. It was literally the last time I saw my chin, or chins, because there's probably more than one down there. I haven't seen that since a Metallica concert, and I'm guessing that was late 90s, because I actually shaved the Hetfield, and I thought it looked pretty cool. It actually looked really awful, and all pictures of that have been destroyed. But I've had some questions about how long it takes me to grow my beard, and what I do to take care of my beard. You know what? I just let it grow. I don't really trim it much. I don't really do much. The length that you see here is about as long as it gets. It can get a little bit longer, but then it gets kind of scraggly, and then it just falls out. And so, so the beard that you see is the terminal length of my beard. Do I wish I could have an even longer one? Yeah, sure, but I got to be content with the one that I have. I have actually, in the last few months or so, actually, from the urging of my wife, actually, she got me some beard balm, actually, for Christmas. So it was really good. And this is actually some really good stuff. If you grow a longer beard, I strongly suggest picking up some beard balm. It actually helps a great deal with the luster and the softness of the beard. This is Professor Edward J. Fuzzworthy's. It costs you about $15 for this little tin. The tin is, it'll last you a long time. I'm still got, you know, ton still in here. I haven't used it all up, and I've had it now for 3-4 months. So, and it has a good kind of almost like medicine-y, outdoorsy smell to it, if you will. It's pretty nice. I also use, because somebody suggested to me, the Smooth Viking line of both beard conditioner and beard balm. And my wife says this has more of a lemongrass smell to it. I have no idea what that means. But what I usually, depending on, like, this is something I'll put on when my beard is dry. And it works really well, but to hold it in place and not, like, have it wing out, if you will. But after I get out of the shower, I almost always put in this beard conditioner. And then after I'm doing that, I put in this beard balm, and it seems to work really well. And this smell for this is a little more subdued, and so I don't mind it as much. So if you are growing out your beard, I strongly suggest that you not only invest in this, like some product like that, invest in some moisturizing face cleanser. And so once every 3 or 4 days, you want to shampoo your beard as well. And don't do it often because you'll dry out your beard, and that's when it starts falling out. But like, there's like a line of products from Dove, actually, made for men that are for moisturizing facial cleanser, and you can use that for your beard. You can also spend a little bit more money if you want to on actual, like, beard shampoo, but I've used it, and there's no real discernible change. So I mean, but that's up to you if you want to. And mostly, just let it grow. You're gonna go through a period of time. When I tried to grow a beard the first time, it looked horrible. And it probably still looks horrible to a few of you. But you know, I actually really enjoy my beard, and I get compliments on it quite often. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So there you go. That's questions about your beard. If you have anything else, well, go ahead and ask. I mean, I'm not like a beard aficionado by any means, but I can definitely try to answer those, if you will. Recently, I have done some changes to my my channel. Not so much like changing around or anything like that, but I've started doing some role-playing game reviews. I hope you've been checking those out. I haven't really done any like system reviews, like, you know, like a Pathfinder system reviewing that or anything like that. I do have some books for some like fairly new systems that I want to go through and do, but lately mostly what I've done is just adventure supplements for Pathfinder recently. If you have any kind of a role-playing game, like either a system or an adventure or a campaign source book or anything like that that you'd like me to take a look at, please let me know and I can try to track those down. I've been really enjoying doing those because I am like a role-playing gamer first and like a board gamer second, even though I play board games more often. But I still play D&D or Pathfinder or whatever quite a bit. That being said, I am actually running a Pathfinder campaign via the Roll20 method through and I'm actually broadcasting it through Google Hangout. We've only had one session so far. It's called Boom Quest, and that is actually a kind of a who's who of different board game like media type people, if you will, such as Anthony from Cardboard Jungle, Rhiannon from Spooning Meeples, and Marty from Rolling Dice and Taking Names, podcasts that you may or may not be aware of. If you're not aware of those, I definitely suggest that you check those out. And there's more Dan Patrice, and you can check it out. Find it on my channel. We've only got one session in, but we're planning on doing one very soon. We're going to do like maybe about once a month, and we're going to do that live, and of course then post it to my channel. You can check that out. We've been having a lot of fun behind the scenes putting it together, and like our first session was a blast, and we had a great time. I've also started doing a weekly video blog, which also is kind of also, once again, it's board game media people. I just send out invitations to everyone, and anybody who wants to come in can stop by and chat about whatever we're going to be chatting about. We've been calling it the Weekly Alaboom. The Alaboom is a name for kind of like a secret cabal, if you will, and people like Jamie Keegy from the Secret Cabal podcast have joined me, and we just get together usually on Wednesday nights. It happened once on Thursday. We're going to be trying to do that once a week, and I've been posting those Google Hangouts. So if you want to log in and watch us do it live, you can ask us questions at that time, or you can. It gets posted to my channel on YouTube. You can check those out as well. I think that kind of, last thing, I've had a few emails about my my top 10 or top games of 2014. It is something that I have a list that I'm pretty much 100% sure of. Top 10, I'm not going to do a top 30 again like I did last year. That was, I mean, I might do that again someday, but it's just one of those things where I need to find the time to do that. But I do have a top 10 with some honorable mentions, and I just need to find the time to do it. This February is a really, really busy month for me. I've got a convention and a trip to San Diego coming up and things like that. And so it's going to have to be like a really late February, early March type of thing. I realize that my top games of 2014 being held in the third month of the year is probably a little behind, but I do apologize that I haven't done that. And for those of you that have asked, thank you very much for keeping my hand to the fire and you know, and inspiring me to get that done as quickly as I could. So there you go. As always, if you have any questions about anything that I have done or any of the games that I've reviewed or games that you think I should review or whatever, please ask away. You can post those to this video or any of my videos for that matter, or you can drop me a line at undeadvikingvideos@gmail.com. So after all that is said and done, I just want to always reiterate, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who has taken the time to watch my videos, watch my work, watch me talk, do all the stuff that I do. I've been doing this now for, God, it's like 7 years now, which is crazy. I never thought I'd be still doing this late in the game. But like I said, this year is going to be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of new things going on, a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I'm going to be attending more conventions, hopefully, and I'm really excited to see what the year is going to take. I've already got a great game that has come out already in this year with XCOM. I'm really excited to see what the future is going to hold for the rest of this year. So, as always, thanks again. This is Lance Meister, the Undead Viking. This is my gaming dojo, and I hope you have yourself one heck of an awesome day. All right, bye-bye.